Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Kaksi Kumppania by rockratzero, and I apologize for butchering the finish. Rockrat makes me pronounce all sorts of languages. I think he has fun with that. All right, so we have normal Sudoku, 6x6 Sudoku rules. So in every row, every column, and every 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have a bunch of clues outside the grid. What these do is they tell you which digit is a direct neighbor of the 2 in its row or column. So this 1 and 3 are telling us that wherever the 2 ends up, there's going to be a 1 on some side and there's going to be a 3 on some side. Now, I don't think we know which neighbor is which. Like, I don't think it's saying that the 1 has to be next to the 2 this way. I think it just means it's next to the 2 in general. All right. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. All right. So the 2... Okay, so the first thing to think about is we're going to need a 2 in this row, right? Also, the border in general needs at least 2 2s. We could have a 2 here and a 2 here, or a 2 here and a 2 here. But in general, we're going to need a 2 on the outside border. That's going to be only possible in rows or columns that don't have 2 clues in them, right? So like, let's actually gray out cells that can't be 2. Right, so this one, this one, this one, this one, all these can't be 2 because they all have. Let's just start graying so I don't lose my selection. They all have clues on like this has the 4 and the 6, right? And then here, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, so those are cells that cannot have a 2 in them because the 2 needs to have 2 different neighbors. So if we look at this row, there's actually only one place the 2 can go. So now that that's a 2, let's actually just gray out its what it sees. Now this column needs a 2, that can only go there. So we can gray out all of that. And the box. This column, okay, so it did end up in a corner, as I said. One of them it did not, but one of them did. So it's box. Now this row needs a 2 here. And then we're left with corner marked 2s here that we can't immediately resolve. Cool, that was a good idea. I'm glad I thought of that. All right, so this has a 1 and a 3 around it. So we can just put a 1-3 pair here. This has a 5 next to it. This has a 4 here and a 1 here. That's 3 and 1. This is a 4-6 pair. This is a 1-3 pair, and we know the order, 3 and 1. I'm just looking at all the 2s here. Did I get them all? Okay, this has a 3 next to it. This is a 5 for the box. This is a 4-6. This is also a 4-6. All right, so the 2 has a 1 next to it. So this has to be the 2, and this has to be the 2. And this ends up a 4. We get the 6 and 4, 6 and 4. That's a 5. Looks like I cracked the idea of this puzzle. Nice. This has a 3-6 around it. We can mark the 3-6. This has a 3-5 around it. This has to be the 3 because there's a 5 in the row. The 3-5, 6-3. This 2 has a 4-6 around it. We know the order because of that 6. Here we need a 1 and 3, so we know the order because there's a 3 in this column. Oh, we get a deet in the corner. Nice. That's a 5. That's a 6. That's a 1. And then we can just finish these. This 2 needs a 1 next to it, so we can fill that. This is a 5 for the row. This is a 6 for the column. This is a 4, and we're done. Very nice. Cool idea, Rockrat. I liked how really you just had to think about where can 2 go. Because a lot of the border cells couldn't be 2, and that seemed to be key. And once we had that, just filling the pairs around them was helpful. Let's see if I was right. 4, 6, 5, 2, 4. You know, did they end up in order? I think they might have ended up in order. Nope, this one was reversed. There we go. So there's our counter example that it wasn't in order. Okay, cool. I solved it again. If you press delete, that's what happens. If you press delete at any time after having solved the puzzle, it brings up the solve dialog again, which is pretty funny. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.